Yeah. I remember the first time I ever got in a car accident, my wheel fell off and hit another car.
Oh, right there on Alvarado.
I was right behind him when that happened.
I remember. And the truck
like-
was left at the church, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why you hit the car, or
My car didn't actually hit the car. It was my
was the
wheel
wheel
that fell off.
that
It just
fell
kept
off.
rolling and rolling
What
and
the
rolling.
heck?
It's just probably
And
wasn't
hit it.
screwed on.
Hit it.
That's so
yeah.
crazy.
The
The
wheel
bolts
fell
just-
off, and then the was it the
The
Axle.
axle?
Mhm.
I guess you could say grinded the concrete.
Oh yeah.
the bottom
all the
part.
way
Like it literally just. So
'Cause Danny was
what I
going.
felt is I was driving. You know, I'm only going like 25 miles an
Yeah.
hour, maybe less actually. I'm driving, and all I feel is boom, and that's it. But apparently, from another a person just watching, like perspective.
I was right behind you.
Yeah, well, apparently, like you should have saw that I dropped and I kept going. So like they were saying, like you like as soon as the wheel fell off, like you were sliding. I was like, dang, I didn't feel myself sliding. I
Spin
just
it
thought
over
I
with
just
the
boom.
cement.
Wait,
That's
so
it.
it didn't even like break. Like it just kept like it was basically like sliding.
Yeah, I mean, because as soon as it lost the wheel, the momentum's still going forward. So I hit the floor, but I'm still sliding.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
I
That was
I
crazy.
got in a car accident, and you guys showed up in the hospital afterwards.
Yeah.
But that car accident was pretty crazy
Yeah, dude.
because
yeah.
Dang, you were in the hospital.
I got
Yeah.
taken in the ambulance, which I don't recommend.
Don't-
If you
don't take
if you-
ambulances.
If you don't need it, don't take an ambulance because
Yeah, I heard
it's
it's,
super
like,
expensive.
Way expensive.
You
I had to
never
pay like
survive.
$2,000, and
Oh.
it wasn't even that bad. But I was just like,
Was that out of pocket or did the insurance cover
That
it?
was out of pocket, and then eventually,
The insurance covered it.
the insurance covered it.
Or paid you
Insurance.
back? They paid you back. They reimbursed you.
Charge you
but
more.
still, like that, I had to pay it out of pocket
Yeah.
on top of all the other
I
expenses.
wonder what happens if you can't pay it out of pocket.
You still have to pay it either way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, say like, oh, I don't have the money.
Oh no,
or
no,
something.
like you don't have to pay it right then and there. You just pay later.
Later.
Okay.
And the
So
hospital
once the
has
insurance-
programs.
Yeah,
Like a
so,
representative
like
from like
payments.
not the hospital themselves, but like from I don't know outside help. They come and they're like, hey, can you make the payments? If not, we'll try to help you.
Yeah,
That I've seen that.
yeah. But so what ended up happening is I was driving on this. It's technically a one way, but there's traffic coming the opposite direction, so it's like a
Okay.
one way, and there was traffic, so we slowed down. I stopped, and I even looked in my mirror, and the car came right behind me, slowed down. He stopped, and I just like kept looking forward, and I was actually on Bluetooth with Kez
Oh, really?
when it happened. Yeah.
Wow.
And then all I feel is just like boom, like this just like rush of like energy just like fling me
yeah.
forward. And I honestly
me.
thought I hit
Oh, sorry.
the car in front of me. That's what I thought. Like I got hit so bad that I hit the car in front of me. And what happened was there was this guy that was going 90. And he had a dog. And he jumped on his lap
Oh.
and blocked him from seeing, and he moved the dog, and then he couldn't stop.
Yeah.
He hit the car behind me, smashed that car into my car,
Oh, wow.
and the force of the entire crash blew off my bumper, my front bumper or grill or whatever.
yeah.
And that's why I thought, because I hit and I just see like the traffic technically had moved, and I just see like the front part of the cars right there, and I turn around and like my glasses are off now because they like
Yeah.
went flying to the back seat, and I turn and I just see like the trunk on like the back mirror or like the back
Windshield.
window, like it's like warped into it. So like that thing got done. It was done for. And I was like, what the heck? I opened the door and like I look in the back seat and I see my glasses, like put them on, and I get off and I go and like I see the guy is trying to get out of his car through the window, through the passenger's window, because
You got smashed in.
yeah.
huh?
yeah, he got smashed in, like sandwiched between both of us.
Oh, man.
And the other guy is trying to get his dog out of the car by trying to like break the window. And like he finally breaks the window, takes his dog out, and they go to the side of the road. Everybody goes to the side of the road, and then pretty much that's when the paramedics, the sheriff's department,
Firemen.
they check all of us. And then I had this like mark from the seatbelt, like
Seatbelt,
right
oh.
across my chest. It
Yeah.
was like red. And I hit, actually the airbags didn't go off, but I hit the A column
No.
right in front because I remember it jolted me, but it jolted me to like the left, and I remember I hit my head on it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it was that bad, and that's when I was just like, I didn't know what to do because I was thinking like they asked me like, okay, you're pretty much all checked out. We checked you out. You look all right, but do you want to go on like the ambulance? And I had turned to see the car, and I think it was I want to say it was either CHP or
It must have been Highway Patrol.
probably
It was
Highway
on the
Patrol.
old 118, right? By Wells and Rose.
on Los
Santa
Angeles
Clara?
Avenue.
Still the one,
Yeah.
you know?
So it was a chippy. I turned to the chippy, and he was like, "No, I'm towing your car." So I was like, okay. Well, I mean, I had gotten on the phone with like my mom,
Yeah.
and she was far away. So I was like,
Oh,
I
actually,
don't
we
have a
were
ride.
pretty close.
Yeah, you guys were
Yeah,
close, but
but
there
it's
was
'cause there was so
traffic.
much traffic,
Yeah, there was
yeah.
so traffic because
Yeah.
of the 3-car pileup.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, whatever. It's like, I'll take a ride with you guys.
Mm.
And they had a new trainee in there, and they kept telling the guy, because I got in and they did like the full procedure, like get in, like don't move, like we'll carry you inside. And
Mm.
I'm over here, and they're checking my pulse, and the trainees just kind of like chilling there, and then they're like, talk to your patient, or not to
Oh my-
your patient, but talk to your guy. Like you're supposed to continuously
Yeah.
communicate with them. And he's like, oh yeah. Oh, how you doing, dude? Like you all right? Like does anything
That'd be
hurt?
so funny.
And I was just
did
kinda
you watch
like-
the game last night?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I actually took a picture of it because I had just come out of work, and I took a picture of like the back window and like my feet,
Yeah.
like there in the ambulance.
He's like, it's
And,
time to be real. Hold on.
It's time to be real.
But yeah, it was pretty crazy and expensive, super
Yeah,
expensive, because everything I had, it was a rental because I had just dropped off my car at CarMax, and they were working on it, and they gave me a rental, so I had to pay like, I think $500 to like the mechanic that picked up the car or something like that.
The tow yard.
The tow
right?
yard.
They call
yeah.
it the tow truck and they take the car.
Yeah, that guy had to pay $500, and then I had to pay the $2,000 for the ambulance ride, and then all the medical stuff. It just, in total, I think it was like $4,000.
Yeah.
Eventually, insurance paid for the majority of it, and that was because I had pretty decent insurance.
Yeah.
But imagine you didn't have insurance. That's like
It's a lot,
$4 or
dude.
$5,000
See,
out of
but
your
that's what I
pocket
wonder.
that you're just now in debt.
Doesn't the other person's insurance, isn't he supposed to cover you?
Yeah, so what I ended up doing is I called up a lawyer, and I got a settlement. So I got a bigger even chunk of
Yeah.
their technically insurance money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
they're at fault. And
they were
Yeah,
at
they're
fault.
at fault.
you
You
can
know?
sue them in a civil court. And
Yeah.
that means you can
It
get
took
money.
it took a long time. It took like about a
Yeah.
year just to
Just to get that money.
because I had to go get the police reports. I had to go get the medical history of like what was going on.
Showing like, hey, I got injured. I was taken by
injured.
ambulance. They did all of this and charged me all of this. Like, I'll need someone to get paid back whatever I
Physical
lost.
therapy, time off,
Emotional therapy.
emotional therapy.
They gave you an
No,
emotional dog.
Mental
What's it called?
Now your mental's all messed up. You can't even drive because you just think you're gonna get in a car accident all the time.